Hello everyone, Treecks here and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening Part 5. We just cleared the second dungeon and now it is side quest time. It is not going to be dungeon 3 for a very long time. Throw your stuff. Right then don't. Quickly I'm going to get some warp points. Yes, warping is a thing. I should be able to get the first couple of them now that I have the power bracelet. I don't care about you killing me because a fairy fountain is accessible now. I think here's the first one. Oh, there's some strange energy coming from here. You should take a closer look. Yeah, everywhere across the island you can find these little things. And if you step on them, it acts as a warp. But since it is the only one we have right now, for now it is not really that important. This is a side quest for later. I have a war point for it now, so you don't have to remind me for it. And this little thing becomes accessible now that we have the ability to throw rocks here. Mind the glowing spot here. This also counts as a warp point. In fact, in the very first game, in the very first version of this game, this is actually a warp point, the only warp point that you can use through other means than stepping onto those portals. But that is for later, but just keep in mind this is also an automatically activated warp portal. You can't use it from right now. And what is this house we just unlocked? Hi there, big guy, I'm Crazy Tracy. I got a little secret for sale that'll pump you up. How about it? 42 rupees for my little secret. Alright, might as well pay up. Alright, come here and I'll rub it on you. There, I've applied my own secret medicine. It'll take effect when you lose all heart. Drop by again, big guy. Here's some bonus treatment. Behold, your hearts are full. Oh yeah, forgot about that. This is Crazy Tracy and she sells... Oh yeah, map. I still need to explain some things on the map. Maybe I'll do that in a minute. But now I want to talk about this, the secret medicine. Tracy's special medicine, guaranteed to kickstart your heart. This is this game's fairy. Don't get confused, there are still fairies in this game, but they have other use. Normally, in the normal Zelda game, the fairies, you know how they work. If you die, run out of hearts, and you are in the possession of a fairy, in this case the secret medicine, you will automatically get back up again. It does not full heal you if you have too many hearts. I think it's 5, 6, 8 or 7 hearts you get from it. But you don't immediately die if you have this. This will, like it says, kickstart you back up. Only works once, of course, because if that has run out, it is gone. And you need to buy some more. And there's some other places where you can find it. And we'll talk about fairies and how they work later in this game. We haven't seen any of them yet. Alright, let's quickly go back to the map. There were some things we still needed to explain. You can see all these indications of symbols that say this is a shop, this is a house, or mini game. The dungeons are shown on it, those are the symbols. But there's a couple of other things you can do. You can put pins on it, kind of like Breath of the Wild introduced for the first time, and Skyward Sword for a small way. And you can actually put pins on it, like this, if you try to remember some things. Like, oh, I still have to do something here, I'll come back later. Or, oh, I know it's a fairy fountain over here, so I'll place... this looks like a fairy symbol, so you know where you can find your stuff. And there's also the matter of the memories. As you can see, X shows memories. And with the memories, you can actually look back at some of the dialogues in this game. Funny thing that they put that in. You can also see how many heart pieces you have found and where you have found them, as you can see by the stamps on the map. And the same applies to the secret seashells in the game. It really helps if you are struggling to find all of them, that you can see if you are missing a couple and you really like which one did I miss. You can use this to see which one you have. Pretty fun thing, actually. Completely forgot to mention that previously. In the first part that came up, that I wanted to explain more on the map. And yet I did not. Like always, I forget a lot of things. There's a lot of things on my mind. Let's get back to Mabe Village now. But on the way, we actually have some things to grab, because we have more stuff now. First one is in this forest. One of the earlier heart pieces we have seen from the beginning, that had eluded us for a long time, is now actually accessible. We'll get in here first. This rock actually hides a staircase. And if we throw the powder in here, a little devil appears. Hey kid, you woke me up from a fine nap. Thanks a lot, but now I'll get my revenge. Are you ready? I'll let you carry more magic powder. Hehe. Are you ready? Yeah, I don't think magic powder carrying is a little punishment, but still. If you think so. Hehehe, you deserve it. Now look at all that junk you have to carry. Ha, take care. See you again. And now we have doubled our maximum capacity of carrying magic powder. And we can also lift skulls now. That's not because of that guy, that was still because of the power bracelet, but still. I know there is a secret seashell there. Spoiler alert, secret seashell. That is what Bow Wow is trying to tell us. Alright, where was I with my story? I said there was a heart piece that eluded us for the longest time. That now we have the power bracelet. It is actually obtainable. So, might as well do it now that we are here. We'll be back here a lot of times actually, but also right now, so might as well just grab it right now. We need to come in from the other side actually, because the pushing of the rocks prevents us from getting it from the other side. You go over there, you go over there, you we have to grab. That is the reason we couldn't grab this earlier. And there we go. Hard to get. Not hard to get, but hard get. Nope, we need to go back in again. Because, I don't know if you have noticed, but all these blocks you can only push once. That is how block pushing puzzles in Zelda always works. Every block you can push, you can only push once. Once you have pushed it, it is locked in forever. Until you reset the room, of course. Otherwise, these kinds of puzzles would become too easy. And I think there's one more thing we can get. Yeah, secret seashell. Yeah, we can get a secret seashell in here. Alright. No, get off me. Yeah, if these little slimes touch you, they do not immediately kill you, but they will slow you down. Only the big gels or slimes, whatever they're called in this game, only the big ones can actually hurt you. The small ones only slow you down. Alright. This is what I meant. Ooh, piece of power. I always prefer the piece of power over the Guardian Acorns for some reason, even though in hero mode it should be the other way around. Alright, and with that we have everything. It would be nice if we could keep Bow Wow for the rest of the game, to be honest, but we actually need to bring it back at some point. Let's might as well do it now. There's a couple of things you can do with her. Finding out where secrets are and stuff like that. And there's even some funny dialogues with some characters, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm not too sure about that. I actually walked past your house, actually. This is Bow Wow's house. Or Madame Meow Meow's house. Hello, I've brought your dog back. Ho ho ho, I really appreciate what you did for my poor precious Bow Wow. You are such a nice boy. How can I ever repay you? I know. Smooch. You got a reward from Madame Meow Meow. ... Lucky. Oh, look how blushy he is. Would have been nice if you given us a heart piece or anything. I would have liked that more. Alright, how are we in rupees? I have enough. Surprisingly, normally I have to grind for what I want to do now. And I actually need 210 rupees. Because the shop has some things. We have seen the shop. I'm still grinding for rupees. What am I doing? The shop has some things. The shop was open from the very beginning, but this time we actually have the loot to do something with it. First of all, after beating Dungeon 2, this unlocks. You can't get this earlier. Don't try to find bombs before Dungeon 2 is completed. Only now we can get it. It is not very expensive, luckily, in this game. 10 rupees for 10 bombs. And with that we got our newest item, the bombs. Very important. Keep them where you want them. On your Y button. But that is not all. We have enough loot. So we're also going to buy the shovel. Deluxe shovel, 200 rupees. Seems expensive, I know, but we can't get it any cheaper. Yeah, you can, but more on that later. Thanks a lot. And come again. Shovel. Now you can feel the joy of digging. All you have to do is set it to X and Y on the subscreen. We'll be doing that later. This is not the only thing that has unlocked. I believe some of these things I'm trying to do now also unlock after Dungeon 1. We were far away from Mabe Village at the time. So, trendy game time. And a couple of new rewards are unlocked here. 2 of them actually. And don't worry, I will cut if this takes too long. As you can see, some of them are in the back now. And the moving platforms, way, way harder to get. Wish me luck. Come on, stay in, stay in, stay. Ah! This game hates me. Give me my Goomba. Come on. I don't have any more money. Yeah! Ran out of money, but just in time. There we go. That was all. We get our next figurine. And we also get this. A chamber stone. Why does it feel so strange? More on chamber stones later. Once it actually becomes relevant. For now, we're interested in the Goomba figurine. Where does this go again? Oh, don't! Don't hit the dogs, they will charge you, as you can see. Let me quickly find out where the Goomba goes. Ah, there we go. Yep. Oh, another one done. I don't think any other ones unlock until Dungeon 3, so... And if we do, I'll see it then. There's no real order you have to get it. Not like, oh, it unlocks now, so I have to get it now. No, 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 no. It's not like after the third dungeon it disappears forever. Right, now that we have the shovel, it is time to look for some secret seashells. One of them is actually in here. For some reason. Most of the seashells in this game are hidden underground, and that is the reason I want to shovel this early. There's also a heart piece you can buy in the shop for 200 rupees. That's already accessible right now. However, this is more important, I think. Getting the seashells early and getting the means of getting a lot of seashells early is more important. Right, this guy really wants us to do his side quest, I think. Little patience, Dampé. I'm on my way. I still have some other overworld things to do. In fact, dungeon time. Dungeon 1 time, I mean. Remember that cracked wall in Dungeon 1 we couldn't do anything about? It is time. Don't worry, I'll cut there. Right, we are here. Remember this place. Remember us buying bombs. Bloop. Final room in this dungeon. Couldn't do this earlier. Now we can. And it's a secret seashell. Alright, I'll meet you folks back outside. I don't know if it is obvious, but I really don't want to do your side quest quite yet. I'm still not doing it. Let's go to the mysterious forest. Remember Bow Wow indicating all these digging spots? Let's actually grab a few now. Right, first one was in the middle of a patch of flowers, I believe. Where was that again? I always get lost in this place. No. No. I think otherwise. Bye. Where was it again? Let's see, I think it's down here. Yeah, there we go. Bye. Now that we have the shovel, Bow Wow's secret is no longer a secret. And I believe there's one more in the forest. Another one that Bow Wow also indicated when we walked past it. And I believe that one is in here. Bloop! And now we have the feather now, so jump. Oh, last time we came here we also had it, but we didn't have anything to really do here, so... Looks suspicious. I believe there is a seashell here. Where was it again? Oh, there we go. I knew it was... It's always some kind of a suspicious spot. There's no seashells that is actually hidden in some very obscure, no way you can know there is something there kind of place. It's always a little bit of a suspicious place. A single bush or single patch of grass or anything. Get out of my way. You're blocking my chest. You're blocking my money. Give me my monies. There's another chest in here. Jump. Heart. No, it's not hard. Why did I think that was a heart piece? It clearly is not. Let's see. This little house. What do we have in here? Apparently somebody lives here. Hello, you look like Dr. Wright from SimCity. Yeah. And he's called Mr. Wright. Puns. Well, I pretty much stick to myself. Me and my letters. My name is Wright. The only thing I don't like about my hobby is that I never receive a response. I'll be helping with... Why do you have a bird running around in here? You know me and birds. Anyway, like I was trying to say, I will help you out with that later. Right, now let's actually start doing some things over here. Now that actually rocks are being able to be picked up. Why are you guys so annoying? Like I was saying, we can actually find some stuff underneath them. Yeah, it's not just digging spots. They are hiding underneath rocks as well. And it is our next secret seashell. How many do we have? 9 already. Man, there's 50 of them, by the way, in this game. There's originally 20 in the original. I believe there's more. I believe it's up to 40, but it stops at 20. Whenever you have 20, every other secret seashell becomes rupees. You can only grab a maximum of 20 in the original game. In this case, there are 50 and there's always 50. There's actually... The rewards start going up. There's more rewards here than there is in the original game. But more on that when we actually get to the place where we can get the rewards. Kinda like the Skulltula house in Ocarina of Time, where you actually can trade in your golden Skulltulas, or Hestu from Breath of the Wild, where you can actually trade in your Korok seeds. Those kinds of things. We haven't seen that yet, so I'm not talking about that yet. Alright, Dampé, I'm here. Well, hey there. Got your other stuff squared away for right now? Man, I can't talk. I got something interesting to show you. Follow me into the shack. Alright. The biggest new addition in side questing when it comes to this version of the game is right here, and let's do it. Of course, I will not be starting it today. This episode is almost done. But I will introduce it. This is Dampé's shack. And what is this place? Hey, there you are. I want to show you something interesting. You've gonna poke in some of the ruins on this island, I can tell. I make little chambers based on those dungeons. Put some chambers into the slab back there and it turns into a real dungeon. How's that work, you ask? Who knows? But I want your help testing the limits of this thing. I want to hear about the dungeons you've seen. It inspires me to make new chambers for you. With a few chambers, you can make basic dungeons. With a bunch, you can make complicated ones. See if you can use what you got to finish these challenges I give you. Though you're not done once you finish arranging a dungeon, you've got to adventure through it too. I'm no designer though, so I'm no adventurer either. That's all up to you. I'll make the risk worth it, impress me, and there's treasure in it for you. Yeah, why do you think we're doing this? Is that a chamber stone you got there? I can make special chambers out of those. Bring them to me when you find them. You look like you've been through a lot. Sit down and tell me about it. Yeah, this is what he always tells you whenever you've done another dungeon and therefore have new chambers to put in. This is the Mario Maker of Zelda. Here you can make custom dungeons. It is limited though, you can only use the dungeon rooms you find in this game, and the more you find, saying the more dungeons you have done, the more you have, the more dungeons you can create, and there's a couple of challenges in them. And those challenges you actually have to do for 100%, because like he said, there's treasure in it. And those are 100% requirements, of course. And the chamber stone we got from the trendy game, now I can explain what it is, actually also gives you another chamber. I believe there's up to 14 of these on the overworld you can find here and there, most of them through other side quests and mini games, and you can buy a few of them to get some extra rooms. That is what the chamber stones are for. But this is the custom dungeon making. I have completely forgotten what it's officially called. Don't worry, when next episode starts I will know again. But here we can actually create our own dungeons with our experience in the dungeons from this game. And yes, I will also be doing this. Not as bonus content, but through the game. Just like the trendy game, you can only do up to a few challenges, and new challenges unlock not if you have completed the previous challenges, but not until you have beaten more dungeons. That's how it works. So it's not like I'm going to do everything in one go. No, I have completed 2 dungeons, so I have a couple of missions ready. But when those are done, I am done until Dungeon 3, and Dungeon 4 is done, and Dungeon 5, etc, etc. But that'll be for next time. Time has run out. Next time we will dive into this dungeon creation, and let's see if my Mario Maker skills can rub off of this game as well. Treecks out.